I also remembered I had opened the door in the research hall, and just as I was going through it, I connected on the small bell to help someone else. Completely forgot to finish going through the door. Back to the research hall. Grant us delicious, delicious succulent eyes. Now, Pope, I know you watch, like, all of the Red Letter Media videos. I imagine you've seen, like, a few of the ones where Max Landis guest stars. I think there's only 2 where he shows up. And I gotta say, I think Max Landis brings a certain amount of, like, Andrew energy. And I need Andrew to see Max Landis being Max Landis so he could see what he looks like sometimes. I think it'll be weird for him. You're up to the living failures, but you don't have time to do it? Oh, you didn't have time. I mean, if you need help doing the living failures, like, right this very second, I'll help you do it. I'm literally standing outside their boss arena. Well, now I'm falling gracefully into, the nightmare version of the Lumen Gardens. Which... You can't do it for like 15 minutes? Yeah, just let me know when you want to do it. Once again, you know, we are doing this as a nice little lore tour. Now that we're here in the Lumen Gardens, we have a better idea of what we couldn't see when we visited the Upper Cathedral Ward in the real world. Like, we saw the Upper Cathedral Ward's, like, interior, not even interior, anterior. We saw, like, where people arrive when they first show up, like a meeting hall, a couple of, like, office rooms. We didn't really see the bulk of it. We just saw the Lumen Garden here, and then we go down to fight Abretus. We didn't see what was, like, in the rest of these huge buildings until the nightmare. And now we know what was going on in the Upper Cathedral Ward were all these horrible, horrible experiments. So the choir was doing human experimentation. The choir is responsible for all of this suffering and weirdness that's going on here. Which is a really neat aspect. Oh lord, didn't mean to hit that button. A really neat aspect of the DLC. I really like getting a better look at, like, what was going on in Upper Cathedral Ward. Like, it's a weird place, has a few werewolves, certainly. And we got to see this room, but we only got to take a different elevator down after they kind of remodeled as things passed on, time passed. So now we got a better look at the choir. The choir is the church's, like, research arm. They do some weird stuff. And they love wearing those blindfold headpieces. Alright, remember these guys suck. They have some magics. So I do want to carefully approach the situation. Very carefully. Alright, maybe they don't have magic? Maybe I'm misremembering? Maybe there's only 1 or 2 in here that do something scary? Remember there being something about getting items in the goddamn Lumen Garden when I was here. It was annoying. Running heavy attack. Yep, there we go. I knew it. Goddamn knew it. You didn't know you can come out here? Yeah. Oh. God, you're so annoying to fight. Hit and run tactics, because there's like 7 people shooting magic bolts at you. Oh, well, someone's a quick caster, huh? Yeah, you just gotta get the Lumen Garden key. Oh God damn it! He was already dead. I thought it would cancel the spell. I didn't think it would persist. Surprise! No! Oh shit! God damn it! I probably should have picked up my souls before trying that again, but I don't think I had that many. I leveled up when we ended the last session. I don't think it tells you where you get. Lady Maria the Astral gave this pennant to Adeline. Right. So you get this from a lady you give murky mushy brain fluid to. I think you get it after you give her the second dose of brain fluid. Yeah, when you do the second brain fluid deposit, I believe she gives it to you. You didn't realize you could roll off? Hey, Adeline!
Oh, hello. One last time. Will you fetch brain fluid just one last time?
I guess we're going to finish the brain fluid quest.
That will make me whole.
Even though I said like 3 times, we probably won't take the time to do it. Here we are.
So very close, right into my ear. My head, just a head. That's all there is. I need my baptism. Please, I beg of you.
Now,
I want to be something.
well, remember earlier when we were talking about the lore of the game, we were like, oh yeah, you know, Willem's whole deal is elevating the mind. It's about evolving the human intelligence and intellect and gaining eyes on the inside. He felt we had to do that before we moved on and started evolving physically using the blood. Here in the choir's Upper Cathedral Ward, in the research halls, they move forward in all directions, using blood and other things to try and really go nutso. And you could see, like, the research hall, it's all about trying to make some sort of communion and communication going on. And these people, the ones that aren't actively trying to murder you because they're in so much pain, are always talking about hearing things, hearing something cold and wet and damp and deep and dark. And these are the things that the choir's trying to accomplish. They're trying to make contact in a way. And also, Weatherbound, here you go. She's not in the chair anymore. She's moved on from chair. And also, hello, Weatherbound. And if you were wondering, like, hey, she wants more brain fluid, but I found only two fully finished head lumps. Well, let me tell you, now you have a third one. Get some brain fluid, and just like the others, she gets better.
Please give me.
And you can give her more brain fluid. Of course, it came from her brain.
Sound whispers, I need my baptism.
I need my baptism.
Or perhaps I'm already brimming over.
And we don't know what she looks like under this, like, sack, this pulsating sack.
I see a shape. My guide, I see your voice.
And here's the exciting part.
As it bends and bleeds.
We get milkweed.
Revelation. Just for me. Thank you for everything.
You got it.
Really, I used to be nothing.
Like we talked about last time, when someone's like, why? Why would they do it? Like, for some of these people, they feel useful. They feel like they're doing something bigger than themselves because of what the church and what the choir tell them. And like, as she just said, for one time in my life, I've been useful. So what we got was a Carol rune. We talked about Carol, like, I don't even know how long ago at this point. Much earlier in the game, when we were doing the Witches of Hemwick, we talked about Carol, and what a Carol rune is. So, we have, like, the blood gems we put in our weapons, and these are things that use physical blood. In which Master Willem was like, oh, that's not so great. Like, we don't know what the effects of blood are. We know, like, the Beast Plague is happening, and pale blood, not pale blood, ashen blood, which is like a deadly poison, slow poison in this game. Like, there's all these things, these risks inherent with the blood. But Carol, he discovered a way to make a rune that you simply etch in your mind. It's a symbol so alien and arcane that it grants us powers. And the milkweed rune that we just got is the most interesting of all. We gave Adeline enough brain fluid that she had a revelation. She saw something, a shape clearly moving about in this dark, damp darkness that she has in her head. And that turned out to be a Cal rune that lets us turn into a, like, alien fungus person. Like, Carol runes and the experiments they have been doing here have transformative effects, which is probably why we have some of the weirder monsters in this world, some of the stranger looking things. My god! The refractory period on this spell is fucking nutso. It's not fair that you can cast it so fast. And you, god damn it. I hate this place. It's a fucking nightmare. Oh god! No please. No please. Pillar. Pillar. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Fuck you! Get out of here! Alright, they're all finally dead. All I wanted to do was pick this up. Black Sky Eye. Which is not nearly as cool as the spell these people are doing here. Like, the Black Sky thing is nice, but did you see the goddamn spell where it's like pew 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 even after you're dead? I feel like that's a better spell? I'd like to pick up that one, please. Do I have what it takes to use the Black Eye? Summon a tiny meteor from the dark depths of one's people. Which I will show you now. Not nearly as cool as what they were doing. Like, alright. But not nearly as cool. Alright, what else is up here? Yeah, a new monitor's pretty high on my priority list. I'm losing my mind having to use my laptop as a second monitor. Don't you dare look at me. Perhaps the finest note as one could leave is don't you dare look at this note. Alright, well that's pretty much it for the Lumen Gardens out here. We can smash in this window. Bam! Time for rolling. Or like time for jumping. Let's make sure we go the other route first, because I'm gonna mess up the jump, and then life will be pain. Beware of seduction. I'd like to see someone try. Just try and seduce me, game. Reeks of yourself. Wondrous inquisitiveness. We do have a slightly better view of the headless statue pouring blood from a vase down onto a throne held up by folks and all that other nonsense. But time to try and get to that chest. And then after the chest, we can go and do the... Oh god. Do the fishing hamlet. Oh, thank god. I didn't miss. Pulsing damp blood gem. So yeah, it's worth your while using that key coming out to the Lumen Gardens. And the black sky eye and the blood gemmy. I always think those are items. They're the glowing-eyed rats over there. I do not want to play with. All right. Pope, if you're ready for your live and read failures, as I have Cheerio burps, I can help you with that. Otherwise, I'm gonna start the fishing hamlet. I'm gonna go hear a man do a nice little rhyme about cursing them and their family too. Man, I love how this hat works with our awful, grotesque, misshapen face. Oh, probably should have just used the lantern. And then poor Adeline didn't make it. I wonder if this is where all the Carol runes came from. I wonder if Carol was responsible for, like, getting this started, or if he figured out a different way to do it that didn't involve transforming people into big, like, slug brains. We know the folks in Bergenworth, like, during their attempts at getting things going, they ended up turning into, pretty freaky-looking things. Those eyeball-covered fly people that inflict frenzy. And of course, the folks that ended up transported to Mensis, they ended up looking like slugs. So, getting close to these creatures, these beings, has very upsetting transformative effects. Hey, Bound Hades! Like, just going through blood, the Beasthood Plague happens, but the other routes, you know, you turn into fly people, you turn into slug scholars. The choir, they did something to turn a few people into those hulking giants that we see wandering around in front of Vicar Amelia's place. And now, the fishing hamlet. So the fishing hamlet is, you can see all the ship masts here. Now because we can see the ship masts, that means above us somewhere, through the fog, is the Nightmare of Mensis, the Nightmare Frontier specifically, and above that is the Nightmare of Mensis. We got a big old clock tower here. And then when you look through the water, you get a really interesting thing here. You could see earlier in the nightmare, like obviously it's not reflecting buildings right now. If we look down into water, you could see the tops of the buildings from the old Hunter's Nightmare. Like the first area of the DLC we were going through, you could see all the buildings down there. It's also possible that these aren't the buildings from the nightmare. Instead, they could be the waking world. This could be Yarnum we're looking down into. And this could be, like, the baser layer. But the reason why I think it is the nightmare is, like, when we were getting our whirligig, a snail fell from the sky and almost crushed us. And that's why I assume that is that layer, because this is where we're going to find the snail people. This is where they come from. So as I've been talking about layered nightmares, this is where you can really get a feel for the layers. You got one layer below you, you're on a layer, and then you know above you is another layer, because you're able to look down and see the tops of these ships' masts from the Nightmare Frontier. And I find that to be super duper neato. It's the area outside of the Nightmare, yeah, the Hunter's Nightmare. Thanks to that good snail person falling down on us, we can figure out what layer it was. That's my understanding. That's my takeaway. Hi, buddy!
Black and white, blasphemous murderers, blood-crazed fiends. Atonement for the wretches, by the wrath of Mother Goss. Mercy for the poor
wizened child.
Mercy.
I do think it's very interesting that he mentions Bergenworth.
Atonement for the wretches.
This guy's kind of fishy.
Curse of blood upon them.
Literally, he's turned into a bit of a
and
fish
their
person.
children, and their children's children forevermore. Each wretched birth will plunge each child
To a lifetime of misery.
misery.
So why I think it's interesting he mentions Bergenworth is, we know that Lawrence and Willem have a falling out, but we also know this dream, this nightmare takes place earlier on. Like, this is while the experiments were still happening up there. I mean, they could still be happening in the present day for all we know. But it seems like it's a little bit in the past. But with Lady Maria, you probably don't want fish sticks from these people.
Atonement for the wretches.
But the fact that he mentions Bergenworth and he curses them makes me think that this happened, the fishing hamlet happened, before Lawrence and Willem had their falling out.
Mercy.
So Bergenworth was probably largely involved with the choir's work, but that doesn't make as much sense because I believe Lawrence left and founded the church. So maybe post Willem and Lawrence falling out, Bergenworth ended up doing some more work
Let the
with them.
lay the
Anyway, if you let this guy walk all the way to the end, he will give you an item, and it is a spell, which is why I'm just kind of wandering along with this guy. Because I do want to get it.
blasphemous murders.
I might be able to just come back later.
Fiends.
I never know if he actually walks if you leave.
Atonement for the wretches. By the wrath of Mother Goss.
Now, the fishing hamlet is a very interesting place that we're going to be talking about
Mercy.
as we make a little bit more progress in here. You know what, we'll just talk about it, because it'll be the boss fight when I get to the point I want to make. So, the fishing hamlet here, they found something. They found the corpse of a god. They found the dead corpse of a great old one, who they're talking about right here, Mother Kaz. And he also mentions a wizened child. We're gonna find the wizened child later on. But the fishing hamlet found this thing, and it granted them a boon on their little place. They felt like their their catches were working out better, and things were going great until the church, the choir, the hunters all showed up. I don't care about the item anymore, I'm leaving. Anyway, it gives you a thing that lets angry red skulls chase after your enemies. It's a good spell, so if you're doing arcane, you know, hang out with that guy for a while. Just kill it. You might as well just kill it and try and get it. You know? I've never actually killed this NPC before, so much like with the old hunter guy, why don't we find out what happens? Sorry, I'm a blasphemous murderous fiend. I'm blood crazed. Give me your bits. Oh, we're gonna find out. I'm sorry. Oh, he can't die. Well, there you go. He can't die.
By the wrath of Mother Goss.
Oh yeah, in Dark Souls 3 there's another NPC that will crawl for like 1,000 years. And if you're like me, you probably also waited for that guy to reach the end of his journey. But no, there's no item, he just kind of keels over. Found Hades was just complaining about it, and it reminded me of how annoying it was. Anyway, welcome to the fishing hamlet. This place sucks. Everyone's turning into a barnacle-covered fishman. They all have spears. But the church, Bergenworth, all of these people showed up, and they did some very unpleasant things to the people here. They did more experiments on them. They subjugated them for their research. They took anything of value, i.e., the corpse of their dead god. And now they're all kind of trapped here, and this nightmare is a terrible secret. I'd rather not be a harpooned. Nope, got my timing way wrong. Oh, man. Oh, don't worry. I know we have to go and fight the terrible sharks. I will not leave the shark situation as is. We're gonna get it. Don't worry. As much as I don't want to, we'll do it. Because there are some tricks to those sharks. You can make it not too bad. Using a special dagger item, which will let you make the two sharks fight each other. And then you could just, like, throw pennies at them and cheer. But yeah, these skulls, if you hang out with that guy, he will drop the item and let you make those skulls. Please don't stab me. Oh, there's a lot of flip-flops of wet, fishy feet coming at me. Alright, one running heavy attack is enough to kill these guys. Which is good, because it's my favorite attack. It just looks so cool. Hey, our first shark's gonna show up. Fuck you, shark! This guy is the worst. The absolute worst. He would have eaten me had he grabbed me there. Oh, Augur, why can't you go through walls? Alright, first shark dead. I'm not abjectly terrified of them like I used to be. That makes the fights with them much harder when you're just, like, screaming and running away. Chained Ogre reminds you of these sharks? I can see where you're coming from there. Hello, sir. Can I interest you in 2 buzzsaws? And we're pretty much already at the first shortcut, so I'm gonna open that up before I continue purging the land of fish people. Oh god, wait! Almost forgot about that. These oil lanterns do explode. Alright. For your first shortcut here in the fishing hamlet, let me show you. You go up here, you go around, and it's right here. It's the ladder, and you just go kick it down. You did it. First shortcut gotten. You could have also gone this way to get to it, which is going through one of the houses. Alright, those are just little buckles. That's not a person. Stop cutting that man up. Oh, fuck. Is this Simon? Did we just find Simon's corpse? No, it's not. It's like the same gear that Simon wears. But it's a different hunter, clearly. Pitiful, really. Oh god, I hate the fishing hamlet. This is where the hunts begin. I don't like being hunted. You know, never mind. This is the way in. You can't get up there from here. So the route I showed you is the one true route. Alright. There was only the one shark until you go down into the well. So now it's really just buildings with stuff inside. More explosives. Just looks so cool. Doing that running swipe. I'll become fish poo if I want to become fish poo. It's a man's right to choose to be fish poo. Alright, here's some splishy splashy outside. Whirligig, the best weapon in the world. I should probably, when I'm editing the video where the snail falls from the sky, make a point of, like, heightening the sound it makes when it hits the ground. I do point it out talking, but we didn't turn around to look at it fall, which really lessens the impact. The first time I was playing the DLC, The snail fell from the sky and murdered me because it landed directly on top of me because I chose a very unlucky point in that world to stop walking and look around. So that was a very big surprise for me. I felt like it was a very unfair death, but later on I figured out I really just coincidentally stood in the one area it falls. It was just a really unlucky situation. Ah, these guys throw spears, making them far worse. But I wanna show you this nightmare. So, there is a weapon in the game. It's a very good weapon, especially if you're doing Blood Tinge. It's the weapon that Lady Maria was using during the Lady Maria fight. Look at all these creepy skulls. And by skulls I mean, creepy squids. You could hear it. There it is. There's one shark monster. There is not just one shark monster down here, though. Oh. A second one is down here, too. And it sucks. Fighting two of those guys is the worst. You can certainly kill them by going down the ladder and fighting them. But there's a better way. There's another way. Surprise! And we're probably gonna do the other way. Because the other way is a way I have practiced and perfected. Which means I'll die 7 times trying to do it, because I just spoke with confidence. Which is how you know something will go terribly wrong. Nope. Get out of here. Go down there and fight the man to fish. I might give it a go. Wow. Good aim, me. Oh, Lord. Please. Sleep. Rest. Alright, we need to ignore this guy. Oh, fuck. No! God damn it. I got stuck on the rock and him. The plan is to just run past that guy, go up, charging attack the caster. Because he's the only problem in this area. Alright, things have gone wrong. There is a shark here. I forgot about the shark, in my defense. Completely forgot about the shark. Oh god. Oh god, alright. There's a number of problems with my plan. I know the timing for your throws, you jerk. Alright, we're gonna have to ignore the shark, which is a terrifying prospect, but... if this guy doesn't die, we're just screwed. There's Simon. What's the matter? You can't... oh, he can clearly fit through that door. Thank God. How's it going, Simon?
Who are you? I'm afraid I've made a botch of things.
Yeah, this place sucks, dude.
Oh, I can hear the bell now.
Oh, don't worry. That bell's coming for us very
The
soon.
beast-eyed assassin. He's after me. Again. And again. It never ends.
You okay, buddy?
Please. I need you to do something.
What do you need, buddy?
This village is the true secret. Testament to the old sins.
I know, that's why it's so exciting.
It feeds this hunter's nightmare. Please. Bring to an end the horror. So our forefathers sinned.
I'll try.
We hunters cannot bear their weight forever. It isn't fair.
It just isn't fair.
It just isn't fair.
Burn the village down. I'm afraid that wouldn't do very much. It is raining, and it's also, like, built in water. Underground cell, inner chamber key, and Simon's bowblade. The reason why I wouldn't do much is this dream is like a perpetual reminder of the sins of the past. It's a curse that hunters can be drawn into, like poor Simon here. Well, actually, not like poor Simon. Probably like a poor guy we found in cell and poor corpses we've been finding. Simon came here to try and find the secrets, and oh my god, that guy's mouth. Oh god, look at their little mouths. I wish I could zoom right now, but hey, if I notice this while editing, zoom in on those creepy little kissy faces. Oh yeah, just like that. Oh, look at them go. Anyway. Even if we set this whole place on fire, it would just either burn perpetually, just like our hunter's dream is right now, and has been for like days, as we make progress in the DLC. Or, more likely, it would just kind of reset itself. Because it's a persistent nightmare, a persistent curse. Ludwig's forever doomed to wander about as this misshapen beast. How did I... Did I do 3 damage to this guy just by running into him? Like... I just sprinted, I didn't press my buttons, I just hit him with my face and I did 3 damage. I never knew that was a thing you could do. Corpses, there's the well. That's the item I'm looking for. It was fall damage, but it was fall damage going horizontally. Anyway, that was the lantern I wanted to light, and I wanted to talk to my good friend Simon, wanted to get that key. And now we'll almost certainly die to a bunch of giant homicidal shark men. But we will try and use our secret weapon. Shaman Bone Blade. We only got the 3, so we're gonna have to really make this count. Santa's face is strong. Satungus has strong face. Oh, sweet, merciful Christ, no. Listen, I'm just trying to go down a ladder! Everyone leave me the fuck alone! This is your fault, Bound Hades. Good Christ! Did we make a path? Is there a path to a ladder now? Well, we're locked in now, Jesus Christ. Oh boy. And you could hear the song of winter lanterns. Which is scary. Alright, so there's only one shark at first. Secondary shark does show up. Because he's on the ceiling. We might have to, like, hit this guy once, or it might be a timed thing. I don't remember. I might be okay. If I can get the other shark to come down here. Jesus Christ, how many attacks can you do while flopping about on the floor? Alright, if I can get him to do another... Right there. Jesus! Alright, we need to not be here now. Hey, did other guy come down yet? Fuck you! Fuck you! God damn. You see, they're scary. The easier way to do this fight is to come at them from a different direction. That tunnel with those items we saw. We can get there. And at that point, you knock the guy from the ceiling down. You jump in, and you just need to get your Shaman Bone Blade off just one time. And that'll force the two giants to fight each other instead of you. Look at all the torment that's coming up. Look at all that shit. Here's our other shortcut that we have to open from the other side. If I remember correctly, there's a nice view we could find of the distant future of what we'll be doing. The other thing I could do is go open that cell door with the key and kill the beast hooded, beast clothed, beast robe, whatever, beastie boy. The hunter, the guy that's gonna be stalking us. I don't think it changed the fact that he stalks us, but it's an option. Alright. This is also a shortcut we open from the other side. So all of that's just future nonsense. We need to go this way. And this is in fact the view. And look at this, we got a little gravestone with a little lumen flower on it. There are a number of implications here. Lumen flowers are very strongly associated with Lady Maria, but I don't believe this is Lady Maria's gravesite. But you can see the final boss of the DLC. Sorta. That's the corpse of Kaz, Mother Kaz, on the beach down there. That's what this whole place was about. Yeah, there's a lot of things that you would think my giant whirligig could just bash on through, but... Oh, there's the bell. The hunt begins. I love that there's an NPC that uses a bell specifically to hunt people that are trying to get into this dream. Ah, Kaz, or some say Kazum. Yeah, he spawns on this bridge, if I recall. And it sucks to fight him! What are you drinking there? I know what he's drinking. He's drinking fucking iron elixir. What's that? Oh no! Oh, that's scary. Oh no! Alright, first encounter. No! No lightning, please. Ooh. Okay. First encounter with the beast-clothed dude. Guy who's gonna be hunting us for trying to figure out the secrets of this place. I had a friend show up while you're playing, the Warframies. I don't really need, like, any of the items in this area. So I'm going to take the efficient route, and not the exploratory route. Like, if you want to get all of the parts of that set of the guy who's currently hunting us, exploring the whole area is a good idea. That's how you get all the encounters with him. But I'm more interested in getting through here. So we're gonna go the right way each time. And now we're gonna find some snail people. Right now we're just finding their shells, but they're here. Lightning people must die first. I missed. Oh, shits. Why isn't there friendly lightning damage? Oh lord! So much damage. As I said, everything hits like a fucking truck down here. Ah, but if you stand underneath this, the lightning spawns above it, keeping you safe. See you in hell. Fuck. Okay. They're all dead. They're all dead. Lightning doesn't show up too much in Bloodborne, does it? Like, these guys do lightning, but can't really think of that many other things that do lightning damage. Would you look at that? It's the door we were talking about. Next shortcut gotten. Fishing hamlet. A place I sort of remember the route. Alright, that ladder is where we want to go. There is this ladder that gets us, or rather staircase, which is just for this little clutch of folks that I'll not hit even once. Yeah, lightning's much more Dark Souls. Which is why it's interesting that, like, suddenly there is an enemy that does lightning damage. No, 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 no! Fucking rapid attacks. Bane of my existence. Oh, yeah, yeah. This needs to be tied to kin. Creatures that are partly otherworldly. People that have been transformed into partial great ones, like these poor fish people. And less like the ones that did it to themselves, like, oh, the eggs, they're so gross on the floor. Like the scholars... Oh, this is a corpse. It's jiggling, so I thought it was alive. The slug scholars can't do lightning, I hate all of you! Thank you for dying. Poor man's blood gems. Anyway, people that transform themselves through research or other means don't seem to do lightning damage, but the more natural transformation folk seem to. At least the ones that are in their shells are less creepy than the ones that get out of their shells. Any more? And apparently, like, after Mother Kaz arrived, these weird little sea sluggy things, which all look very similar to the fragment of Kaz's weapon, is kind of like what they started eating from that point forward. This is like their boon. The reason why they call it Mother Kaz is because it provides for them. But I think eating this stuff did do weird stuff to them. Oh, you're doing living failures. Yeah, I could pop over there soon. Let me just progress a bit more here. I'm almost to where I'm trying to go. Ideally, I could just get straight to where I'm going. Which is gonna be the tunnels before Orphan. And maybe also pick up the last rock. Because that's like down in this area somewhere. Very specifically, it's one layer below us to the... in front of me at this point. Oh, god damn it. That was very unpleasant. Yeah, I'll help you with Kaz and Lady Maria. Okay, they're all dead. Yeah, the other blood rock that we want is over here. It's in this area. Way back in the corner over there. Can't see it from here, but it's down there. And then we'll have a +10 boom hammer. And a +10 whirligig. We'll have 2 +10 weapons. Oh, it's worse than where they're not in their thing. Ooh, Mark of the Beast damage. Remembrance ahead. What do we got over here? Oh, never mind. Oh, that was just a chunk. Never mind. Never mind. It was a rock. Oh, we're in the fucking tunnels. We're almost there. Here they come. We should also be hunted one more time in here. You finally got the hunter in the research hall, a guy that's hanging out on that one platform. Very annoying fight. Get out of here. Alright, we get invaded again somewhere in these tunnels. Yep, here we go. The item lures you in. Bring your A game next time, friendo. And he's supposed to stop people from finding out the secrets. How's he gonna do that as a dead man? Listen, the reason why I always talk about Augur being my, like, single favorite spell in the game is because of shit like that. Oh no! No, no, no. Hit yourself with that good heal. Destroyed. King douchebag. King douchebag. Alright, so this is like our end destination right there. Can't remember if there's another path in here I want to go down or not. Kirkhammer! I always respect the Kirkhammer users. That was my first love in this game, was the Kirkhammer. Before I was seduced by the whirligig, I was a Kirkhammer boy. Alright. There's some winter lanterns down here, which are shit, and I don't want to play with them. But I will. But first... that is the fastest I've ever gone through the fishing hamlet, and that is because I utterly ignored like half the level, which is just filled with items and encounters with the hunter. If you want to get more parts of his set, you know, you want to hunt down those other encounters, but me? I'm alright looking like this hideous monster. And we're back at the lamp. Alright, let me just finish up going down a couple of tunnels, fighting a couple of winter nightmares. And take a stab at the sharks. You've never seen like 3/4 of this area? Oh, I'm sorry, I skipped a big chunk of it where there's a bunch of encounters. Because, you've never finished the hamlet. Why? The hamlet, I mean, it's scary, but it's a fun area. Like, all those houses we saw that were on stilts, like, that's a whole big area you can explore. But it's an entirely optional area to explore. Like, there's items out there. Like, there's some good blood gems. I think there's at least one Carol rune. Not sure on that. Don't quote me on that. And, you know, lots of incidental items. Fuck! Fuck! Didn't think she was already there. This winter lantern standing between me and a thing I want. What? Shit, there's two of them! Run! Oh fuck, oh god, oh fuck. Alright, nothing to it but to... God damn it, lady. Two at once will almost certainly mean death. I need that winter lantern to go on to the right again, so I can do one of them at a time. Only 5 sedatives left. Oh boy. Your character wasn't great, and you were mad by that point. The Tonitrus is a weapon you do not like. The Tonitrus has never been like a primary weapon for me. I think the Tonitrus is always great as a situational secondary weapon. Like, there are certain enemies in the game that are pretty weak to the effect of the Tonitrus. And I feel like, you know, you don't need to have a plus 10 Tonitrus. You just need to have a Tonitrus of some amount of levels. Alright, Shark Room. This is technically where we're trying to get. But we need to take care of the other Winter Lantern issue. Alright. No frenzy that time. Baby shark do 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 do, baby shark do 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 do. Your kids listen to that terrible song all the time. I feel like that's one of those, like, scientists went into a room and went, alright team, we need to make the perfect song that will make parents insane. I got it! I've run the numbers. I figured it out. Alright, one heavy swing's enough to kill them. Ooh, there we go. Alright, that glowing item right there, that's our next final upgrade item. The next rock we need for our boom hammer to be plus 10. We're almost there. Not that one. That one! We got it! Hey! Chill out! Son of a bitch! Yeah, we did the final upgrade on our whirligig, and now we have to upgrade our secondary weapon to its final upgrade. I got it, and then I missed my swing and the lightning bolt went off. He double cast, the piece of shit. Who has my souls? One of you do. Oh, you have them. Thank you. The plan is to ideally wrap up Bloodborne today, which is pretty doable, I think. Like, it's 4, we have 2 more hours of good stream time left for us. I think 2 hours is more than enough for us to basically just do a boss rush when you get right down to it. We're pretty much just down to boss rush time. Alright, now for the single most dangerous thing we can do. Which is the shark fight. But like, the Winter Lanterns are dead, this is our best opportunity to try and do it. Playing Bloodborne will 100% make you want to die even more. You know, that's probably true. If you're sick, I don't think Bloodborne's a great game to play while you're sick. It's not the worst game to play while you're sick, but it's certainly not the best game to play while you're sick. Alright, so this guy I don't think can take bullet damage. How about some pungent blood cocktail? Will that... Does that do anything for you? That float your boat? No. How about, a little bit of that? Son of a bitch. It used to be you could knock this guy down. If they change that, then we have a different problem now. Long weapon is effective. Yeah, we need to hit that guy right now. We need to pull him over, because we just need to do a little bit of damage to him before we Shaman Boneblade. So... Da 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 da. Oh my fucking god, alright. I think all the pieces are back. You see, without that second monitor, I can't see what's going on my computer. Oh shit, that was close. Alright, no! Oh, oh. How come Ceiling Shark hasn't fallen down yet? He's at half health! This isn't how it's supposed to work! Oh no. Oh no! No! Things went wrong! Oh, fuck you. Oh god, no. No! I can't hear what he's doing! God damn it! Oh god. No, I missed! It's all over the gun! And I got my, my Shaman Bone Blade ready. I've got my lollipop. Oh lord, no! You were the chosen one, Kai! You were the chosen one! Alright, I'm gonna climb back up. I'm gonna go hang up by the lamp. Oh god, he found me! Son of a bitch! That where you're standing is where the other shark is going to fall in. Oh, Chie! Oh god, he's still aggroed on you. Alright, 2 sharks! No. Fuck, god damn it! Why? I hate these sharks. Alright, new plan. Fuck the sharks, let's not fight them. Let's just go fight the Orphan of Kaz. Yeah, fuck sharks. I don't need the weapon for this character. Keep rolling. Now for the creepy fight. Now for the wizened child. Have you guys ever wondered what it looked like if a skeletal old man that was just born used his own placenta as a weapon? I could hear a lot of yeses in the audience. Ah, orphan, so gross. It's an old man baby. Oh yeah, that hurts. Owies. Oh good, someone got the visceral in. Oh, that follow-up attack is brutal. Ow. definitely focusing on me for a second here. Oh no, he's on Chie now! Oh god, Chie, I'm coming! Alright, that should pull aggro off here. Oh no, he's back on Chie. I missed! I missed. Oh, phase 2. Alright, he's on Chie. Oh, he's on me now. Shit! Oh, it's a very, very mobile newborn. Damn. My bad, guys. I got hit. I'm sorry. Oh! No! God damn it! I couldn't get off the floor! Oh my god. So that one-shot me. Yeah, a lot of his attacks are multi-hit, so distance is nice. No, 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 no. That didn't help me at all. God, it's so weird watching him run. Get in there. Hey, Styles Daddy. How's your child, Style? Oh. Oh, he's really focused on Kai. Gotta pull some aggro off him. Get bolt paper back on. Back to Augur. Oh, you got a bullet right through his forehead. An arrow right through it. Alright, who's he focused on? He's focused on Kai. I'm gonna try and sneak up on him. Alright, he's definitely on me now. Oh, he's back on Kai. I need my bone. Oh, he's on Chie. Damn it! Missed the visceral. That's a bummer. Oh no, Kai! Damn it! Oh, he's on me now. Alright. Bolt paper. I got one more use of Augur. Good God! Oh, he's so annoying to fight. Jesus! Goodbye, Chie. we're so very close. Oh my god, we got him! Oh. Whew. Thank you very much for your assistance there. Triumph, baby. God damn. Orphan's terrifying. I liked your very cool walk away as you fade away. Hey, Zammer. Thank you very much. 40 minutes for the ending, and Lawrence. We're gonna try our best. Hey, little buddy. Hey, little ghost. What's going on? Little ghosty friend. Die. But also, look at the creepy lady face that's on this thing. It's real upsetting. Yeah, that lightning is always terrifying. Alright, who wants to fight Lawrence? Yeah, very good fight. Thank you for your help, Canehurst.
Sweet child of Cos, returned to the ocean. A bottomless curse, a bottomless sea.
Accepting all that there is, and can be.
And can be.
Yeah, I think Orphan of Kos is my favorite co-op fight. Like, I hate fighting the Orphan of Kos solo, it's a huge pain in the ass. But as like a co-op fight, there's a lot of fun, like, trying to manage aggro, trying to figure out who he's gonna focus on as he flies into the fucking sky. Yeah, this is Lawrence right here. This is our good friend Lawrence. He's receiving that good blood from a headless statue. This is the same statue that's on the elevator in the upper Cathedral Ward area that brings you to the research halls. What's my favorite boss across the whole game? I really like Lady Maria. I think she's a perfect combination of an interesting fight with multiple phases. She has my favorite song for a boss fight that changes for each phase. So it might be Lady Maria. After Lady Maria, I really like Vicar Amelia. I really like Ludwig. Ludwig's really good. I think Lady Maria might be my favorite. I also think the music for I'll remember its name soon. Woof. Music for the Wet Nurse. There we go. Murgo's Wet Nurse might be my second favorite song. What's my favorite boss across all the Soulsborne games, including... Oh, I got crushed. I'm sorry, everybody. Across all of them. I do love good Soulsborne people. Soulsborne people are my people. I love Soulsborns. I forgot to bow to you guys. I'm sorry. Just so frustrated with this goddamn fight. Alright. He's focusing on Zamla. He's definitely gonna spin. Damn it. Get my bone going. Oh, he spun right around. He's gonna focus on Zamla? No, he's just gonna swing his arms wildly and take a hit at it. We can do this! Now. Oh, he's lost his legs. That's good. Now, you know, I think Zamo has the right idea. It's time for long-range spellcasting. Just quickly go into my menu here. This should be fine. Black Eye. Pew! Pew! Oh, he's coming for me. Please. Please walk away from me. Take this opportunity to run out of that corner. Gotta watch out for that lava. Hell yeah, giant worm. Ah, Black Eye Sky, thank you. Black Sky Eye. And more importantly, thank you to my two buddies here, Zamwa and Kai. Give ourselves a nice little bow here. I had my eye on him. Oh, perfect timing, everybody. Thank you very much. And the good eaten by the snake to leave. That is my favorite way to leave a co-op session. God damn. It was fun. Thank you very much for the help. I love co-oping in Bloodborne. But don't want to forget this. We need enough insight in order to experience the true ending. How do we get enough insight? Let me tell you. It involves eating a whole bunch of umbilical cords. I do believe you can ring a bell. I'm blanking on where we ring it. I might have to engage the fight once first. Alright, that's 1/3, 2/3. Can I have a third? Yes, I can. Eat that cord. Alright. Oh yeah, this is a very pretty sky. Here in the dream. Ah, Red Bright, you're also sick. A burning house. I'm sorry you're sick. Yeah, I think I have to engage the fight. Alright, we'll do our best to beat it on our lonesome. And if we die, we'll summon our buddies. Oh, that's right. We can't just ring now because we have to do the question. We get to choose our ending.
Good hunter, you've done well. The night is near its end. Now, I will show you mercy.
Oh, mercy. Sweet. I love mercy.
You will die.
Oh,
Forget the dream.
I don't like dying.
And awake under the morning sun. You will be freed from this terrible hunter's dream. So, basically, this option is Gehrman continues to be the host of the dream, cursed to, like, live in this unending dream where he hosts other hunters that do the work of the church. How does Gehrman get his power to do this? The Moon Presence. The Moon Presence is the power that allows him to host the dream. If we eat the umbilical cords, we have the insight, and the Moon Presence can sense that, shows up, and wants to make us... Sorry, I did that wrong. Alright, starting over. So we talked to Gehrman, right? Ending 1. We submit our life. He kills us, he continues to host the dream, we wake up, our job is done, we move on. You know, the day dawns, the hunt is over, shit got weird, but we saved Yarnum, right? Ending 1. Ending 2. We do not consume the umbilical cords. We do not have the insight necessary to understand what's going on. We defeat Gehrman. He has been proven to not be fit to host the dream. The Moon Presence comes down, and the Moon Presence makes us the next host of the Hunter's dream. We are dreaming, and we host other hunters who come through our dream, continuing the work of the church and the hunters in the choir. Ending 3 is the one we're going to pursue, and we'll talk about that as we do it. I will not let him take my head. Dear, oh dear. What was it? The hunt? The blood? Or the horrible dream? Oh,
It doesn't
it doesn't
matter.
matter.
Oh, that game! Yeah, the one that's like a crossover between all the other mecha games and universes. That game does look cool.
Up after these sorts of messes.
Well, the only difference between this and the other ending is we have the insight to know better.
Gammon joins the hunt.
I love that. It'd be great if he could somehow be in Smash Brothers just so that could happen. Bring my health back. Okay, you can keep that. I'll heal myself. Nope, too soon. Alright, how about right here? Oh no, the hook, no! Yeah, games like that tend to require importing because, the belief is always, American audiences won't appreciate that. It's like, fuck you, we appreciate what we appreciate. No thank you, I don't want to have that happen to me again. Oh, the music for this fight is so mournful. It's great. Once again, Algar Breedus, everybody, makes every game, every fight that could be really hard, slightly easier. It's that nice delay that happens. Damn it. The only problem is the window for getting the visceral can be a little bit small when you're using the auger. It does have an animation that has to play. Which is a bummer, because we could have got a visceral there as well. Please. Damn it, you see? Again, I missed the visceral. It's such a bummer. Ow. Alright, we want to move away. I figured it was a situation like that. Oh no. You can parry fuck him into oblivion. It's still a super cool fight, and it still has like a great song going on. Oofa! Might as well. Hi, everybody. Ow. Alright, didn't get a stun on that one. I mean, if you're just gonna stand there for a second, I guess I can, Oh, no! You missed his visceral, though. That makes me feel better. Damn. Anyone who uses scythes or cards as a weapon is a badass, in your opinion. Agreed! Oh, no. Oh, how? I guess the dodging can trigger that? Ow. No! Oh, no. Oh, hey, Valhalla, Fafnir, how's it going? So, in the world of this game, this man is hosting a dream that we use as a hunter to go out and clean the streets of a beast-infected world, but then we find out he's working for an organization that's harboring experiments using aliens. Ding ding. We gain the insight necessary to learn, like, this guy's not really a good guy, alright? He's doing some baddie bits. And so, we're choosing not to calmly let him kill us and awake us from the dream. We're instead rebelling against him. And we're gonna try and take him down, and then take down the moon presence that hosts him. Running out of bod vials. Scythe-wielding anime girls, exactly. Anyway, I've rang my bell, so come on in. Damn it! I'm pressing the wrong buttons. Give me 1 second, I just need to pop a clot. That's the name of my Papa Roach fan band. And buy just a few blood vials. Alright, heading over. Yeah, right. Sometimes bosses aren't the hardest bosses. They're great because of their soundtrack, or they're great because of the story that leads up to them. Gehrman, I think, is a really good fight. Like, I think it's a challenging, fun fight. It's not overly frustrating. It's good. If you want to talk about properly unsettling antagonist, Static nailed it. Hisoka from Hunter x Hunter is just a nightmare. He is the worst. To give people some context for who Hisoka is, if you haven't watched the anime Hunter x Hunter, of which there are multiple versions of the anime, this is a man who dresses like a Ronald McDonald-style circus clown. Not quite the same, but the color scheme reminds me of Ronald's. And there, at several points in the show, he talks about how he's sexually excited at the prospect of fighting children to the death. Which is like the creepiest thing you could possibly be. You can be excited about a lot of stuff and those things will be creepy. Not much compares to being sexually excited about the idea of fighting children to the death. I had the wrong thing out. I thought I had my auger. There we go, proper thing out. Nothing like a good old child murder boner. One of my most upsetting wallpapers I had for a while was him doing the lean back, hand over crotch, the weird, like, explosion background, and then just the text of him saying swing. I was like, he did not just say that. Why can't I get viscerals off on you while using the auger? It's the worst. Because at that point we were streaming stuff from my computer onto the TV in the living room, and every once in a while that would be the wallpaper that rolled up, and people would just be like, "What is this?" I was like, "I'm sorry. It's a clown who's really into the idea of child murder." Which I feel like is just a statement that's true for most clowns, right? He went into phase 2 earlier than he did last time. Ow. And what? When he says that, it always sounds like fire. The beginning of that song Firefight by Rammstein. Fire! Fight! Man, it seems like it's hard to hit him with a bow. John Wayne Gacy did a lot to make it hard for clowns to not be seen as horrible nightmares. We all owe a debt of gratitude for John Wayne Gacy teaching us that clowns aren't goddamn cannibals. Oh, good work. Shot the pole. What are you swinging at, buddy? Man, I don't do a lot of damage with my eyeball. I do enough. Goodbye, Gehrman. I like the cheering, even though you know what's about to happen. Oh, you're right, I'm sorry. He wasn't a cannibal. I'm thinking of other serial killer who liked to eat body parts that he found in graveyards. The guy who liked to make furniture and stuff. Here's the moon presents. So had we not had the insight here, the Moon Presence would have made us host of the dream. But we know too much. We know better. We know that's not a great thing. A Devil in the White City. I do like books about murders. They are always compelling. Yes, Ed Gain, thank you very much. Ah, the Moon Presence. A very creepy design. I like the Moon Presence design a lot. Let's get in here, help out our friend, draw some aggro. Oh god, that did so much of our health. I really thought I was dead for a second there. That's what we're looking for. Give me those bits. Those wiggly bits inside your head. Oh, I got the timing wrong on his double 3 swing. Well, gotta try the Moon Presence again. Oh yeah, the World's Fair. American history, filled with murderers. Most history filled with murderers. You buy some bullets, I'm gonna go ahead and buy some, you know, blood vials. The thing I always need to buy. As a rule, American history is fucked up. You're not wrong. Most history is fucked up, to be fair to history. But in particular, we have some pretty shit stuff going on. I think the part about our history that makes it so fucked up is we have multiple parts of it that we know the truth of, but it's still commonly taught in schools not the truth. Like, you know, oh, what happened? Oh, yeah, the Nina, the Nina, the Pinta, the Santa Maria, they showed up, and we had a great time, right? Like, we gave them food, they gave us food, we helped each other out. Thanksgiving, everybody. Christopher Columbus Day. Good times. And, like, that's what you learn in school, you know? You make hand turkeys, and you look at drawings of just, like, historically inaccurate natives that we don't even talk about the tribe names. We just, like, the Native Americans, the Indians. When I was a kid, like, it was always the Indians. And it's like, okay. And then you grow up and you start reading actual history books and trying to learn more about American history on your own, and you're like, holy shit, it wasn't like that at all. They showed up, Christopher Columbus, like, immediately started lopping people's hands off, flaying people alive, trying to get them to cough up where the gold was, and, you know, the Native Americans are like, is it corn? Is that what you want? And they're like, alright, murder more of them until they understand. And by the way, we should probably rape, like, everybody. And then, oh, they're getting sick because of us. Let's really make that a thing. It's like, Jesus Christ. And you're like, alright, after that it had to be better. Like, we probably learned to stop being monsters. Oh no. Oh my no. After that, it's, George Washington quoted in his own writings as saying, like, you know, the best thing for America is probably to exterminate the native, and here's the best way to do it. Let's make sure they can't grow crops. There was the old propaganda poster back then, which was, kill every buffalo you see, every dead buffalo is a dead native. The Trail of Tears was super fucked up. It's like, good god, what a depressing history. And that's just our interactions with the natives and our, as of, like, modern history, an ongoing genocide. It's like, Jesus Christ, can we talk about this? This is a depressing thing to talk about while we're fighting a cool boss. But that's the kind of shit I mean. Like, our history is filled with, like, these weird niceties that we still teach in school. I feel like we could do better. Oh, we're not allowed to heal right now? That's a bummer. Oh, it's dead anyway. I'm running away trying to heal, and you're over here just killing the boss. Well, that was anticlimactic. Hooray, we did it! Woo! Yeah, reservations. Their locations were chosen explicitly for the fact that they were arid, unfarmable lands.
Are you cold?
So, the ending of the game. Let's talk about that for one hot second. We defeated the Moon Presence. However, not a great ending for us.
Good hunter.
We had so much insight, and we've consumed so much blood, and covered ourselves in so much blood. All of this transformative blood, and then we destroyed this presence, this moon presence, this creature that controls the dream, right? Our reward for doing that is transformation into an infant Great One. Like, we are now kin to the Great Ones. We are that little infant wiggly bit. We're a baby tentacle monster. So of the 3 endings, there's the cycle continues, Gehrman kills us, we go on our merry little way, and the hunt is just a yearly thing. Like, nothing gets better, nothing gets worse. Everybody continues doing awful experiments, people are victimized. It's the status quo ending, is if you accept the offer to have Gehrman free you from the dream. Other ending. You know, you didn't find the umbilical cords of the infant Great Ones, you didn't consume them to gain insight. You defeat Gehrman and the Moon Presence. Wow, this end song's like super loud, huh? I'm gonna go ahead and just bring that down a bit. There we go. So yes. Yeah, the yes ending in Soulsborne games are usually the great, you're keeping the cycle alive, good work, asshole. And that's true here. The other one, as I was saying, you defeat Gehrman and the Moon Presence comes down, and you are not kin yet. You haven't consumed the umbilical cords, and so you become host to the dream. The great one known as the Moon Presence enslaves you in the Hunter's Dream. You are now host. You will play host to that forever. And the ending we did, we consumed the umbilical cords. We had enough kin in us that we became an infant Great One, which is a whole new messed up cycle. Something we haven't seen before. That's the breaking the cycle ending, and I'm always pro breaking the cycle ending. Like, 2 out of 3 endings in this game are the cycle continues, and that's the only one that is you broke the cycle. And usually there's one of those in the Dark Souls as well. Like, Dark Souls ending are, you light the flame, the cycle continues. You don't light the flame, you have a cycle of darkness before the light gets rekindled. Because it's implied throughout Dark Souls' storyline that, like, there have been cycles of darkness. Not lighting the flame doesn't end the cycle, it's just a cycle of dark, a cycle of light, over and over again. And then there's, like, Dark Souls 3 that gives you the breaking the cycle ending, where you usurp the fire. You take control of it. Similar to this, like, we become a great old one. Goodbye, Ultimate Noob. Thanks for hanging out. I agree. Like, I'm the kind of person that people give me a weird look when they're like, what do you hope for the future? And I'm like, oh, what's my hope for the future? I hope we get to the fucking singularity real fucking soon so I can upload my brain into a goddamn computer. You cannot get me there soon enough. Let me plug in, baby. I want to transcend this flesh prison. So, oh, thank you, Noob. I will enjoy Japan. Oh, one thing I want to talk about. I guess, we've basically covered the ending of Bloodborne, so I'll switch topics here. I'll be going to Japan, as everyone knows. I'm leaving tomorrow, I'll be in Chicago for a day, and after that, I'm flying into Japan. One thing I'm curious about, if people know of any obscure Japanese games that never made it to America, specifically Famicom, Super Famicom, and N64. Those are the 3 consoles that I can run Japanese versions of. I have a Retron 5 that lets me play Famicom and Super Famicom games. I have an N64. It's an American N64, but I have a conversion pack because I imported F-Zero as a child from Japan. So I have like a Game Shark style top loader that you put in the console and then you put the game on top of that. So I could play Japanese N64 games. And if anyone knows any like weird fucking games we could do on the N64, Famicom, Super Famicom, let me know in the Discord. I will find some, and we're gonna do some Lost in Translation. Jesus, we'll do some do or dies with them in the future. I mean, everyone thinks of Mother 3 when they're thinking of games that didn't make it over here. I'm thinking even like more obscure than that. Weird stuff. It feels like the word always shows up when we finish something. Are we about to stop? Technically we have like 20-ish minutes left in the stream. If people want to do co-op in Bloodborne, they need help with bosses, I could pop into their world and help them with that. Otherwise, I don't know what we could do for like 20-ish minutes. I am dying, so ending the stream a little bit early is a valid option here. But I'm not feeling too bad right now. I feel like we could do something fun for a little bit. Problem is finding something that fits that time zone. The word says, hell yeah. Tell me the word. Are you looking for help in co-op experience? Because I will pop into your worlds. That's like the perfect capper. Slay the Spire? The problem with Slay the Spire is like a run takes 40-ish minutes, 45 minutes. You have this brand new blood level 0 character, you could use help on Ludwig. Have you gotten to Ludwig? Is it the same character still? Ugh, back. When I'm dying of illness, going extra long in a stream is not terribly, you just wanted to see more stuff.